topics from a Christian perspective. Starring National Gospel recording artist Pastor Ron Todd, the lovely Mel Phillips, everyone's favorite aunt Penny Ellis, and the swag-tastic Josh Jad. This show is dedicated to our beloved C. Ashley Brown Lawrence. Buckle up, you're in for a ride.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself? It looked like you somewhere different today.
Yes, I am in Kansas City, Kansas.
You know, that's actually a pretty cool place. I've been a couple times.
I like Kansas. It is not bad.
Okay.
It is not bad. Mel, you look good. Look at you.
You know, if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to pull it together.
Yes, you do. Every time. We can count on it.
Yes.
But I'm excited. We got a great show today. It is all about hot topics, which I know our audience loves.
Wait, I got a question before we get to the hot topics. Are you a good tipper?
Of course. Yes.
I'm an excellent tipper. I took my nieces and my daughter out to dinner this evening. And the guy provided excellent customer service. I don't know what his history had been, but you know, I tip.
Yeah.
Even sometimes when they add the gratuity on there, if you've done a good job, I'ma still give you a couple more dollars.
Absolutely.
Why was he so shocked when I gave him a good tip? He was like, oh my gosh, like we'd have had you running here and there and to and fro. You really thought we weren't gonna tip you?
And you know, it's so sad because, especially depending on the restaurant, these folks really live off those tips because they don't really make a lot per hour. It'd be like $2, $3, $4 an hour. They get a check that's $30. So it's those tips that sustain them.
That sustains them, yeah. I tip.
Oh,
But
me
here
too.
we go.
No, I do too. No, that was a really good one. Hey, Yolanda says good evening, Yolanda.
Hey,
Thanks so much for being
Yolanda.
here. Lady
Hey,
Mary says good evening. Good evening, Pew Crew. Hey. Listen, as y'all coming in, don't forget, make sure you like and share. Tell somebody
yeah.
we're on. Share. It's going to be so good tonight. Somebody be like, you say that every week, because it be good every week. That's right.
Every week. It'd be good.
No skips. But yeah, I'm glad you said that because, you know, I'm going to tell you another thing. I've been out with people and their money has been kind of low. But I feel like when you're going out and even when you know you don't have a whole lot, but you know how we'll stretch it, you have to anticipate the tip as well. You can't say, okay, I'm going to buy something and I know it's only $20, so I'm going to take me $25. Well, that's your drink right there, so you still need to tip.
You still need to tip. Just, add that extra money in. You got your 6% sales tax and your 20% or more tip. Just
Right.
add that into the cost of your meal, please.
So if you don't have 30 or 35, then you don't need to go eat, period. You know, go to the store and get you some buns and some hot dogs because that's what you can afford, you know.
Oh, not with the hot dog buns. Or just go through the drive-thru. You don't have to tip through the drive-thru.
Right. Now, do you tip curbside carryout?
Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It just depends. Because if y'all just throw my food up there, ain't nobody getting tipped nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in the kitchen and pass out a couple of dollars, but yeah.
Right.
Sometimes
Hey,
I do.
Louis. Yeah, I do, especially if I feel like they're going like the extra mile. You know, people are like, and I put you some extra ranch in there, and I make sure your silverware is there. Like when you do that, it's like, yo, let me give you a couple dollars. Now, what about when you go to the car wash? Do you tip the dryer?
Yes, I do. I have to have singles, and it was this one car wash I used to go to. I could pay with my card, And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any cash. I felt so bad. I had to go get a couple dollars and get them a couple dollars because they really be working. And then I'm one of them ones that like, you missed the spot right there.
Me
Get this,
too.
that. So yes, I'm gonna have a couple dollars to tip the dryers.
And I remember it was one time I had to get out, pull my car to the side, get out and say, hand me that towel. Let me show you how to wipe this car down. Cause you like no. We not leaving streaks on this. You know, when your car costs over 50,000, you have to we gonna do it right. We not gonna just and
Yes.
I'm paying $30 for this car wash, you know, you gonna dry it off.
And I go like where I go now, you pull in and they hand wash your car, and it's expensive, but I still have a couple extra dollars because it's like one or two guys actually washing my car. Then there's one with
Hmm.
the little scraper thing that get all the water off. Then there's somebody waxing. Then there's another
Yes.
driving. I'm like drying me off, and then somebody putting the tire shine on. I got to go over there with 10 extra dollars. Hey, Keisha.
Hey, she said happy Tuesday. Happy
Yeah,
Tuesday. Yeah,
that's gonna
no,
get
I agree.
expensive.
I need to get my car detailed, but I feel like I want to wait until I know the weather's broken for good. Cause that salt and that snow, like I have my rubber mats in, but still, you know that salt and that snow do a number on the inside of your car.
Well, I go to a really good place downtown. They do an excellent, excellent, excellent job, and they don't mind me with my nitpicking. They don't mind.
Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Cause I'm gonna need a really good detail, a really good inside and out.
yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
around May.
Yes,
Right
absolutely.
around May. All right, guys. I see y'all coming in. Make sure you say hey to us. We friendly. We gonna say hey right back to you. We're glad you're here.
Hey, did
We
we miss
have.
Lewis Parker Road?
Oh yeah, we said hey to Lewis. What's up?
Hey, Lewis.
So, but how's your week been going otherwise so far, Mel?
It's been busy, but it's been a good busy. I don't
Yeah,
have no complaints.
mine has been busy as well. But I feel like a lot of days I try to eat my biggest meal during lunch because I feel like I can work it off more instead of
Hmm.
eating so late. But around 2, 3 o'clock at work, I be down. Do you hear me? Like I feel so sluggish, and it's so hard for me to focus and keep myself together. I feel like I need a nap. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Well,
Now
what all you
today,
be eating? What you eat today?
now
Well, I saw where you were. You
I let myself have one beef once a month, and I try to make it good. So
hmm
today I went to J. Alexander's and had that steak maui, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. That ribeye was so good, and that sauce that they marinate that steak in is just like, oh my gosh, it was worth it. And now I'm good for the month. Although I'm also excited, I am a chain restaurant guy, like just for like everyday eating, and I love um, Longhorn, and they have their lamb chops back, Parmesan crusted lamb chops.
Ooh, that don't even sound good to me.
Oh, it sounds so good. I
It's
like
good.
anything Parmesan crusted. They Parmesan crusted chicken is delicious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that I mean Parmesan crusted chicken maybe, but on my lamb chops, I don't think so. I might try it.
Yes,
I know it was a hit before.
yes, and it's funny because I'm like, why did they get rid of it? Because it was a really big hit.
It was
So I'm
probably
glad.
too high. You know, food went up. I'm surprised Coney's still selling eggs.
Right. Speaking of food going up, the price of flights are up right now, and I don't understand why. Like, why is the flight so high?
I don't know. I just be praying for everybody in the air. I'll be on these four wheels.
I
Notice if I can't drive,
don't have no choice. I got to get in the air every week and be praying. Trust me.
everything. I can't even say that it's gas because you know they said our gas is going up, but it hasn't just yet. I don't know. I don't know if it's internal things like they really trying to fix their planes. I don't know what it is. But I remember not even 2 years ago, I was finding like $40 round trip tickets
Yeah.
to Florida, Atlanta. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what happened to the cheap tickets.
Me either, but I don't like it. These high price tickets is wearing me out. I'm like, what is going on? And I'm talking about advanced. Advanced tickets is high too. It used to be you can get them in advance and you be good, but
Now,
everything.
will you fly Spirit or you just strictly Delta? You know how some people got their preferences.
Because I'm a platinum medallion, I tend to only travel Delta. That's where all of my points are. I fly Delta professionally every week. But if I'm in a pinch and I need to get away real quick, I will bite the bullet and fly Spirit.
Now, what I used to do when I could just fly somewhere every other week, I would just go to the Spirit counter. Like, this is where I want to go. This is the day I need to be there. This is the day I need to come back. And they will work and find me a good flight.
Yeah. Only thing I don't like about Spirit, now, if you're in the big comfy seats, that's different, but their rows are very uncomfortable. Like, especially once you've flown on Delta or even American, like, it's very, very uncomfortable. They're too tight. There's no room in between. They're hard. The chairs are hard. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend the night on the plane, and I'm not that big. Just let me get in my seat, and I'm going to be okay.
Get me there. I feel you. What about you guys? Tell us in the chat box, who do you like to fly with and why? Who do you like to fly with and why? I used to be really into American, but Delta's my favorite. Just the experience is so much better.
Yeah, a lot of people have a Delta preference, and that's okay. I'm going whatever is cheap because I'm going to want to get there and eat, drink, shop, and be merry.
Right.
I'm spending my money when I get there.
No, I hear that too. Trust me, I really do. That makes a lot of sense to me. Speaking of making a lot of sense, we must talk about our angel, Miss C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, who went to be with the Lord. It'll be 2 years in July, and I cannot believe it's been that long. It still seems like just yesterday she was right here on the show with us. Of course, she was the very first co-host that was casted here, was here from day one until the Lord took her home. We will never do a show without mentioning Ashley. Of course, her latest single that came out last July, the Old School Medley, is still available on all digital outlets. If you haven't already, please make sure you go and grab that. Kevin Moore, our New York brother, says, hey, everyone, sorry for my lateness.
Kevin be clocking in, okay?
I'm so glad. We love Kevin. Lady Mary says, Ashley with a heart. Missionary Wood says, good evening, my favorite pastor, MPU crew. God bless you. God bless you. I'm so glad you are here. All right, guys, don't forget, if you haven't already grabbed my latest single, it's called I Can Get a Prayer Through, available on all digital outlets and Impacting Radio as we speak. And I told y'all something new was coming. Y'all get ready. It's coming very, very soon. All right, I'm excited about this. You guys seem to really love this last week. Josh asked me to play it again because, of course, the choir that he belongs to, which is called High Praise, David Walker and High Praise, that is, they have a brand new single, and it's called Save, and it is hot. So by popular demand, and of course, Mr. Josh, even though he's in rehearsal, I told him I would make sure I do this and play it one more time. Y'all listen for that tenor note. That's Josh. We'll be right back. Here's David Walker and High Praise with Save.
One more time, put your hands together. I'm so glad to be. Yeah. Found a friend who is all to me. His love is ever true. Come on, sing, I love to tell. I love to Give me action. We got 3 minutes to cut up. Everybody, come on, clap your hands. If you got the Holy Ghost, the one that soothes you down, call all your peers. I dare you to clap. Come on, praise. Sing this song. I got the Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. I got the Holy Ghost. He saved me. My friend and leader. My corner pain. My rent paid. Y'all don't believe it, but I was sinking. Praise that we could see it. Off on a peaceful shore. Everything is David did. He lifted me. He spared me. And then he filled me. Fill me with the Holy Ghost. Now let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Come on, we can't sit here all night.
All right. That was David Walker and High Praise featuring Pastor Ashton with Save. I pray that you guys enjoyed that one. I like that song. They're doing a good singing. Make sure you guys go and download that. All right, Mel, what time is it?
Time for the hot topics.
Let's go. Oh, I never know where to start. But this gentleman, he's a Detroit cop, and he was accused of illicit text to his sixth grade stepdaughter. Now, the mom has exposed many of the text messages, and we can kind of see some of them here. But if you give me a moment, I will read the article that I found concerning this that was obviously very disrupting. But here we go. It says, according to reports, a Detroit police officer faces prison after being suspended for sending inappropriate text to his 12-year-old stepdaughter. Warren police said Earl Renard Anderson Jr. is charged with accosting a child for immoral purposes. Now, and we thank our friends at World Star for this information, but now, really? And we can see, you've been okay though? All right, if you want to keep the second phone so we can keep our conversation private between me and you, no, I got an iPad. My dad goes through my phone. Make sure you delete these. I'm going to tell you, Mel. I may be in jail. He'd be in jail, and me as the dad would be in jail.
That is just so disturbing. So
and this is the person that we trust to protect and serve. I just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, he a whole police officer. And my thing is, okay, so we got to go back through your whole history and find out if you've been doing this with any other children. Like, that's just crazy.
Absolutely. It's so sad. It's so disturbing. And I mean, then this is your stepdaughter. Like, really? And the saddest part about it is, can you imagine? First of all, this little girl is probably traumatized, just by the whole situation. And I'm sure her parents are outdone. Could you imagine being her mom, not knowing that her husband is doing this with her daughter?
Well, that's, one thing we have to always do is put our children in a position where the wolves won't eat them. And I found that a lot of people are raising their children to be sheep, very kind and loving people, but we live in a world where sheep get ate.
Yeah.
I trust people, but I have to verify some things. And I would always tell my daughter, like, ain't no grown man supposed to approach you for nothing.
That's right.
for absolutely anything. You know, you have to teach your kids to just be aware of things and then let you know.
Yeah.
And you can't be bringing nobody up in your house. Like, no.
Well, I think the caveat to that is that's a person that you would least expect. Like, although this was not his biological child or his daughter, however, like, you married her mother. Like, why would you? I think, was it Yolanda that said sick? It's got to be a sickness.
It's
Absolutely.
sick. Well, in male world, you on the suspect list until you get off. You a suspect until I get you off the list. And then I was a single woman raising my child. I got a divorce. I want to say Lauren was 10 or 11. This is me and my baby time. I get back to all that at a later date. I just never felt comfortable enough to include my daughter in the dating process. And I know that people who do and it works for them, that wasn't my comfort level.
Yeah. Keisha says he was so out of pocket. You got to be careful with situations like that. I commend the baby for telling. Oh, absolutely.
Now, did she tell or did her daddy go through the phone? How did he get found out?
You know, that's the piece of the story that I didn't get from World Star. But Pastor Greg said there may be other young girls speaking up. Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
That part. Because if he had that sickness, I mean, obviously, you know, someone in the home may have been convenient to scratch that itch, but I have a feeling that wasn't the only young person that he was preying on. Kevin Moore says, but it sounded like the little girl has normalized the situation. But you got to remember, this is a little girl who was just starting to have hormones, and maybe she thought it was exciting, you know. And so now we have to pray for her thought process and just the way she will grow up now having dealt with this sort of dysfunction, if you will.
Awesome.
Keisha said, they said she told. Okay, all right.
I'm glad she did. I'm glad that she had enough sense to tell. I mean, because that's young and you just never know.
Right, normalize it in a sick way. I'm with you, Kevin. And you never know, but I think that's like we talk about so often on the show, how we have to make sure that we keep open lines of communication with our kids so that no matter what situation they face, they feel comfortable coming to talk to us. Because matters like this need to be handled immediately.
And I'm just so glad that they took that extra step and pressed charges. Because they could have, you know, she could have just separated herself and went a whole different route. I'm glad they took that extra step.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree. All right. Let's move on to something a little lighter. You know, we are concerned about many things with planes these days, but would you ever think a plane would have to be to land and be deboarded because of something like this?
Passenger on board an American Airlines flight caused the plane to turn around after excessive farting.
Whoever is farting, don't fart, please. It smells bad.
No, it is not time. Please do not. If you know you're getting on the plane, if you know you got something to tear your stomach up, that's not the time to eat it when you got to be in closed quarters in the air. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Pastor Mickey, good to see you. Yeah, it's not the time to do that. I couldn't even imagine.
I mean, you never know. But I fly Spirit. I was sitting across the road from somebody eating a seafood boil.
Oh, no.
For real, like, come on now. For real.
Salami sandwiches, corned beef, none of that is appropriate on a plane. None of it.
Just eat the plain food.
Yes, eat the little cookie they give you that don't have no smell to it, or the little chips. Oh Lordy. Okay. And now somebody come get your auntie. If this was your wife, men, you know, your fiance, whatever, do you think this would be appropriate for her to be jogging around no matter how warm it is outside? Take a look.
ain't my auntie. That's somebody
Who
else.
out here?
No, ma'am. No. No.
That is inappropriate. On so many levels.
See it in the
What? What if kids? What if kids were out there? I would be like, wait, what? You would not make it out the house. Who auntie is that?
Listen, auntie was on the mission.
Was she trying to find her somebody?
She was trying to find her a couple dollars, look like. But yeah, no, that is definitely, I don't want to see that.
Keisha said, what in the heavens? Kevin said, oh no. Yolanda said, too much, literally. Pastor Graham said, what was that? Missionary Wood said, nasty, nasty. Pastor Mickey said, Mary Ty says, give him. That's crazy. Kevin Moore said, she knows what she's doing. Shake my head.
And she did.
That chuckle. Yeah, that little chuckle at the No, ma'am. No, you're out of order. I can't. We're moving. Apparently, this gentleman, a guest on The View, thought that Miss Portia Williams was out of order too. Portia Williams was a guest on The View talking about, of course, her breakup, her being back on The Housewives of Atlanta, and take a look at this.
For women out there in America, if you are leaving a marriage, first of all, I applaud you for making a decision for you and doing what's right for you. It's hard to pick yourself when you become one with somebody because you're one. And then all of a sudden, when things are bad, you have to just choose you. So I went into a business that I was passionate about, which is decor and hair, and I'm acting now, so.
Well, Portia, after listening to all of that, I see why you had 2 failed marriages. We should encourage women not to leave a marriage. Of course, there are exceptions like abuse and other things, but when you say to women out there, I applaud you for making decisions for you and doing what's right for you, it's not all about you. You make decisions that's good for the outcome of your children, which is to grow up with something called a father in the household. I mean, study after study shows that kids with both parents do better with grades, friends, and future, okay? So I think with that advice of yours, you're basically encouraging women to follow your path, sacrifice their kids to play the main character, maybe have a career if they're lucky, yet still end up miserable like Whoopi.
Was that real or was that AI? Now I got to go back and watch that. Hold on. Now, how did Whoopi get in? Whoopi was sitting up there looking cute.
Minding her own business.
But how did Whoopi get it? First of all, sir, some of what he said was accurate, but I'm going to say
Right now, some of it was accurate.
once I see a man with a bang, I can't hear nothing else you said because, baby, you got a whole bang. There's nothing else needed. I can't take it in because you have a bang.
Oh my God.
Now, I mean, that's the thing about having an opinion. Once you put it out there on the talk show, then that's what it is. But that he didn't have to hit Whoopi with that straight like that. He didn't clear the room. Everybody was looking around like,
oh my goodness. That was. We got to go to commercial after that. We'll be back at.
The District Detroit is Detroit's premier sports and entertainment destination, with something for everyone. Connecting downtown to Midtown and beyond. creating a diverse workforce, a critical part of Detroit's comeback. Already underway, this $1.2 billion investment includes transformational projects, all this at the center of the action. Now, a new phase is beginning in the District Detroit. And we've got more big plans.
All right, we are back right here on The Pew. Now, we all watched the Jetsons growing up as children and saw all these futuristic things, but it looks like in the next year, something futuristic may be coming to your driveway. Take a look. Well, it looks like the future the Jetsons imagine might be closer than we think. Aleph Aeronautics, a Northern California-based aviation company, has unveiled its electric flying car, showcasing its capabilities both on the road and in the air. At the Silicon Valley Auto Show, Aleph introduced its innovative vehicle, and now the company has released the first footage of it lifting off vertically. In a recent test, the black prototype drove normally on a California road before taking flight, smoothly gliding over another car. This lightweight two-seater, a refined version of the Model Zero, boasts a 110-mile flying range and a 200-mile driving range. It features autopilot flight, 8 hidden rotors for stable airborne movement, and 4 small motors for driving. Though its top speed off the road is just 25 miles per hour, it's designed to be street legal. The Model A also includes obstacle detection, glide landing, and ballistic for added safety. With over 3,300 pre-orders already, customers can reserve one for $150, while the full price sits at $299,999. Would you take one for a spin?
No, I don't like it. And I want them to give all them people their money back and put that car back up. I don't ever want to be walking down the street and somebody run out of gas or just they don't charge up their car properly and here come the car.
Right.
Down to the ground. That's too much responsibility for everyday people. No, absolutely not.
Lady Mary talking about let's get on the list. I don't know about that. Yolanda says, I have questions. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably not.
We're not ready. And those 2,000 people that paid that deposit, they not ready either.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think we need to leave it to TV, and that I agree. I think that's too much. We have enough accidents. People on their phones just trying to drive from A to B. Now you add flying to it, folks will be hitting each other in the air.
Can you imagine you coming home and your kids like, we gonna sneak the car, just flying all over everywhere? No, we're not ready.
We're gonna fly to Chicago real quick. Like, no,
we're not ready. We're not ready.
No, and I don't even know if that'll happen in our lifetime. To me, because it's a no for me. It's a no. Well, I don't think this young lady expected this to happen. That's why you got to start being truthful with your boss at work. If your time off is denied, you may want to be careful when you have to get on your Zoom meeting. We do not agree with the language that is said on this video, but it's just for laughing purposes.
Okay, we definitely want them to post this week. Hey Mac, can you turn your sound off? It's a little loud.
Oh shit.
Are you on a boat?
Okay, so her time off was denied, so she thinks she's gonna get on the Zoom meeting without her camera on. She tell her to turn her audio off, which she should have anyway if you out there on the boat in the water, and gonna turn the camera on. Got to be more careful.
I mean, or lie a little bit better. Tell them your stomach upset. You can't make the Zoom meet. You got to do something better than that.
That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Well, that's not the only thing that was terrible. Folks gonna get enough of going on social media thinking that it's their page, they can do what they want to. Alaska Airlines say, no, you can't, especially when it comes to twerking.
She's the flight attendant whose twerking cost her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Nell Diallo was having a great time dancing and twerking in the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with a caption, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?" But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her. What did they say to you?
They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was twerking to celebrate the end of her probationary period. Why did you decide to post the video?
And I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video and my post and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate.
So how did you feel in that meeting when they told you you lost your job?
I put on such a proud face every time I stepped on that plane. And for them to terminate me without giving me a chance.
First of all, you didn't just twerk and post it. You're on their time, you're on the clock. You're standing on the plane in your uniform. Why did you think that was appropriate? And you trying to wake yourself up? You should have woke up between you walking from your car through the airport to the plane. Because when I walk from TSA to the gate, I'm wore out. If I wasn't woke, I'm woke by then.
I just, the younger generation, they have to be reminded sometimes that when you work for somebody, you are representing them. And it's just some things you cannot do. Even when you're off work sometimes, that's not something I would have posted. Block people off your social media. No, ma'am. No. That was out of order.
She should not have posted that. That should have been left for herself. But see, the thing is, people make those type of videos because they want to be seen. They
want to be viral.
And they want to be viral. Mm-hmm. Well, you viral now, baby. Viral and unemployed. Deacon Maceo says, but we know it wasn't for her. She legit did it for her 15 minutes of fame. And I just hope that 15 minutes of fame was worth her losing her dream job. Because guess what? 15 minutes of fame ends.
She was twerking pretty good. Maybe she can get a job as a dancer somewhere. I don't know.
Well, last story. They have these new restaurants that, it's like a bungee restaurant. You on a string and then they pull you up in the air and you in the air eating and folks drinking and all this kind of stuff. Well, what happened to one of the ropes now? Take a look.
Come on, let's go!
Oh, it's shaking. Oh, Lord, it's hurt.
So we start raising, we're excited, I'm recording, everything kind of felt fine, and then as we're going up, it started shaking a little bit. It was like, whoa, wait, why is it shaking? And then when we got all the way to the top, it banged, and then when the rope popped, we tilted, started spinning on the wall, we're screaming, glass and bottles were flying everywhere, a girl's nose got busted, even the workers were crying and ducking down and trying to hide, and then they finally lowering us down, and then when we finally got to the ground, it hit the ground because it was already tilted. Okay. And then when we got after it was done, nobody really told us what happened until an hour after.
No.
Ooh, that was scary.
That was.
That was scary. But I never understood that. What if you gotta go to the bathroom? You gotta wait?
Right, and you drinking all that alcohol? Yolanda said strong no. Lady Mary says, oh no. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's something I don't have to experience in life. I'm okay. I don't have to eat on the string. No. We good on that. Oof. All right, well. That is our hot topics for today. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And we have time for a question. Let's see. Oh, Keisha said, that is why I don't do things like that. I'm with you 100%. All right, let's see what Miss Tracy has for us on tonight.
Hey, it's me, Tracy. Now, my real good girlfriends. Now, me and this girl, we used to be in the Young People Willing Workers Committee together. We would sing on the praise team with the young people. That's how long I've been knowing this girl. But so she asked me, she was going to Sam's Club. Did I want to go with her to Sam's? And I told her, yeah, I do have a Sam's Club membership, the highest one. I don't know what they call it, but it's the one that costs the most. And so I told her, yeah, I'll meet her up there and we'll go. So we went, y'all, and this girl, she's talking about shopping in bulk. Honey, she was getting everything in bulk, okay? And I had got me a carton of eggs, and I had got me a couple little bottles of ranch. And that was it, because I really had just went to be with her. But honey, we got to that register, and that girl pulled out her food stamp card. And more power to her. Now I don't know, she on her own salon, and it's the upscale salon. So I'm trying to figure out how this girl getting food stamps anyway. But that's her business. But tell me why this girl only had $25 on her food stamp card. But she had a basket full of crab legs, shrimps, steaks, ribeyes. But she only had $25 on the card. And so the lady well, ma'am, your balance is still $237. And she gonna say, ooh, girl, I don't have no cash on me. I said, well, you don't have no regular card? And she no. So, of course, I have an American Express Black card, because that's when you make 6 figures and have a good credit score. So I said, here, girl, I'm not going to have you out here looking crazy and putting the crab legs back in the cooler and all that. But so when we left, I said, well, when you get home, just pay me back. I ain't heard from that girl. So So I ended up sending her a Facebook message because my calls was going right to voicemail. She gonna message me back and say, don't be sweating her. She gonna give me that little money.
Okay. We can right there. First of all, it wasn't little when you needed it.
It ain't never little when somebody needs it.
Right. And then don't sweat you. Give me my money back. I wouldn't have to sweat you if you would just pay me back. You know, and the build-up is always hilarious to me, Tracy, because at the end of the day, you went to Sam's with her and she didn't have the money to pay. You had to tell us all about she had an EBT and this, that. But here's the thing. I got a problem with your good girlfriend because just like with a debit card or anything else, know your balance before you get to the front of the line. That sounds like what Tasha Lockhart said, a setup. That's what that sounds like to me.
A scam.
That sounds like a scam. Because you know what you got on your card before you get to the register.
And Tracy did mention that she had that black card. So Tracy, maybe she thought you was just gonna gift it to her because you got it like that.
No, well, see, we would have to discuss that beforehand. We don't take liberties. You don't invite me somewhere and then expect that I'm gonna pay. No, right, Stephanie, the little money, right? Everything little. No.
I definitely would have, when I got to her house, I probably would have got out the car. She'd be like, where are you going? I'm going to get my money, baby. Come on. I will have your whole flat screen in the back of my truck. You can put it back when you pay me. Don't play with
Right.
me.
I'm coming to get some collateral. Give me your best person. I'm going to just keep it.
Yeah, till you give me my money. What are you doing?
People work too hard for their money. I don't care how much you think they got or whatever, however. And then the nerve of you to get mad because she asking for it back. And then she ain't heard from you since. Isn't that interesting?
Well, one thing though, Tracy, you did have the option of just, I would have put my bananas, what she get, some bananas and some ranch.
Mm-hmm.
I would have left my stuff too. Come on, girl, let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Like, y'all could have just left all that stuff in the store.
Yeah, I mean, well, I agree, Mel, but I could see myself, if I had it, doing something like that. And just saying, okay, just pay me back. We up here, it's a whole line behind us. They unbagged all these groceries up. If I had it, but I'm like you, we're going to have an understanding. I'm going to get some collateral because I didn't want to embarrass you now. And they unbagged this stuff up. But you're going to hear my mouth. You know, people be like, if you're going to do it, don't say nothing. No, because you need a coaching, just like I do with the people at work. You need a coaching because clearly you forgot that you're supposed to balance your account. You forgot you're supposed to check your balance before we even get to the store. You knew good and well, if they gave you $500 on your card, you ain't know you spent $475 of it. Stop.
It was definitely a scam. She knew what she was doing. She knew that she didn't have it, and that's why Tracy was at the Sam's with her, and that's why Tracy should have let her get embarrassed. They don't give you no bags at Sam's Club. Y'all put this stuff back, girl. Let's go.
Right.
Oh.
I ain't want them to have to put the crab legs back in the cooler. Why? They got people that'll run it back.
Now she out her $237.
Which I'm sure is just the principle.
I hope you get it.
Yeah. I'm sure for Tracy it's just the principle. But here we go again with these good girlfriends, Tracy. You may need to really start taking a look at who you're surrounding yourself with because, you know, you talk about your status, but then why do you hang with people who make decisions like that?
You know what, Ryan? That's true. That's
because
true.
I don't think I have no friends that would do me like that. And if they made a mistake, I guarantee you I'm gonna get that money back.
I guarantee you they're gonna be like a slab by the bank. I don't even want to owe you this $237.
Right. I'd be like, oh, if you ain't got no cash on you, that's okay. It's the ATM right here in the store. Oh, you ain't got that bank card? Okay, we can have them put the basket to the side. You run home and do what you got to do and come back and get it in that order.
It's too many ways. If my friend legitimately needed me, I would be there for any one of my good girlfriends. But we don't play them type of games. Don't play. If you got something going on and you need a couple dollars, just ask me for the couple dollars.
Right. Absolutely. Keisha said, Mary Todd, exactly. She definitely need to reevaluate her friend choices. Yeah, absolutely. Your good girlfriends, and y'all go back so far, then y'all should know each other better than that. So, but all right, y'all, that is our show for tonight. I hope you guys enjoy as much as we did. Don't forget, we are looking for some new hosts. Yes, we are. Join us here on The Pew. So if you think you're funny or you like to talk and you're captivating, please hit us up. Email me, as a matter of fact, PastorRonTide@gmail.com. We would love to have you as a part of the Pew family. We'll scoot right over and let you on this road. So if you would like to join us, please reach out. But until next time, we love you for free. We'll see you next week. Where? Right here on The Pew. Bye.